brighter side, 'cause I'm low on the phone, you say. So I talk till I drop, you say, how could I have a heart made of stone? Why you? Oh, when we synchronize, it's exactly what I thought and I fantasized. Playing games with my mind, making us collide. And we know how it goes when we're out at night. And I don't know how we make it out when we make out on the low. Even if it rains, you'd rather make it snow. Both you and me know we gotta let it go. Laying on the ground, wondering why it's so cold. How we make it out when we make out on the low. Even if it rains, you'd rather make it snow. Both you and me know we gotta let it go. Laying on the ground, wondering why it's so cold. When you bet you're nice, you're so satisfied. When I dig in the dirt, you're in paradise. And I know that you know I can sleep at night. Oh, and you're by my side, and it's smooth how you move, 'cause I'm petrified. Setting traps in my head, messing with my mind. When you talk, but I know you're lying. And I don't know how we make it out when we make out on the low. Even if it rains, you'd rather make it snow. Both you and me know we gotta let it go. Laying on the ground, wondering why it's so cold. How we make it out when we make out on the low. Even if it rains, you'd rather make it snow. Both you and me know we gotta let it go. Laying on the ground, wondering why it's so cold. Why you so icy cold? My tears can't drip. Sitting awake alone, tattoos I miss. If I was to call your phone, I know you'd click. Baby, can I have the throne? I call it quits. You can even have my car, I don't need it. I've been inside my room since you left it, thinking about the place where we first kissed. Oh, and I don't know how we make it out when we make out on the low. Even if it rains, you'd rather make it snow. Both you and me know we gotta let it go. Laying on the ground, wondering why it's so cold. How we make it out when we make out on the low. Even if it rains, you'd rather make it snow. Both you and me know we gotta let it go. Laying on the ground, wondering why it's so cold.
Hey, this is Brian Anderson,
And I'm Grant Hill.
and you're watching NBA 2K TV.
Let's meet the visiting team of the Minnesota Timberwolves. At power forward, Josh Okogie. At the other forward position, Anthony Edwards. At shooting guard, Malik Beasley. At the other guard position, D'Angelo Russell. At center, Karl Anthony Towns. The head coach of the visiting team is Ryan Saunders. And now, your Charlotte Hornets starting five. At power forward, at 6'6", number 25, PJ Washington. Starting at center, 6 feet 10 inches, number 40, Cody Zeller. At the point guard position, at 6 foot 6 inches, number 2, LaMelo. Starting at the other guard, 6 feet 1 inches, number 3, Terry Rozier. At the other forward position, at 6 foot 6 inches, number 20, Gordon Hayward. Your home team head coach is James Borrego. Let's hear it for your Charlotte Hornets.
It's Friday night, and live on 2K Sports, we're going to bring you the NBA and all its excitement. This is Kevin Harlan, and joining me tonight, Chris Webber and Greg Anthony, with our Hall of Famer David Aldridge reporting from the sideline. DA, take it away.
Kevin, thanks. With the new G League Pathway program, some say that the NBA is competing now with college hoops for top high school players. G League President Sharif Abdur-Rahim said, "I don't think so. This is an opportunity for unique talents, a select group that are tracking toward the NBA. It's a different model from college. Guys, we'll see how this works out in the years to come."
DA, thanks a lot. Already it's February. Let's see how the East is matching up. Taking a look at the Hornets, they're 6th best right now, looking to make a move up in the standings.
And when I look at Charlotte, they were a team that no one knew quite what to make of entering the season. But as the years gone on, it's become clear they're legit contenders.
Yeah, but there are still some very strong teams above them. So, yes, they are contenders, but I wouldn't call them favorites just yet.
And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves, Malik Beasley out there with Russell. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. Then there's Edwards. And it's Okogie in at the power forward position. And for Charlotte, Washington and Zeller are in the middle. All out there with Terry Rozier. And it's Hayward in at the small forward. And it's pretty clear that Adam Silver would like to implement, Chris, a mid-season tournament. What do you think would motivate teams for something like that?
Man, it depends, Kevin. It could be money, or it could make the games count extra, or different seeding or position of seeding in the playoffs. These days, I guess it wouldn't hurt to try.
Now, here is Russell. Towns, wide open, hits the three-point bomb. Towns has got the first bucket of the game with the 3 for the Timberwolves. Ball from long range. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, these days, so much emphasis on the perimeter game, but you can see why after that sequence.
Okogie, good, and the assist goes to Russell.
Man, what a sweet pass by Russell. He has a great instinct for finding those opportunities on the floor.
He rifled that one in from distance.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
And so it's Russell with it. He'll bring it up for Minnesota. Last game matched up with the Clippers. A tough loss there.
Yeah, I mean, they had their chances, competed deep into that game, but had a few lulls there that just kind of took them down.
And those are the games that really hurt. I mean, you're playing well, the effort's there, and in the end, it still isn't enough.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make them pay.
Stolen by Ball. A 3 ball. And another 3 for Charlotte.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
Outside Russell. Here's Okogie. And he lays it straight in. Okogie's got his second basket of the night.
Oh, that's some skill on that assist. I mean, the timing has to be perfect on a lead pass.
Ball with the bucket.
And the defense is in disbelief here. Triple after triple.
Last outing for Charlotte was a loss to the Grizzlies in Memphis. Pass to Edwards. Back to Russell. Timberwolves passing it around. That one good for 2. Okogie's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
You know, you're going to have success when you can start out shooting 80% from the game. So early offensively, they've been great. That's the way you like to start. And really setting the tone early with their three-point shooting.
Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. And the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
Awesome body control from Rozier that time. Real hard to get a shot up and in while taking a hit.
And see, well, really, because of that raw athleticism, Rozier was a mid-first round pick back in 2015. And you can see, though, that skill set is evolving.
Well, that's why Charlotte gave him the 3-year, $58 million contract. I mean, the feeling is he's still reaching his full potential. We saw signs of growth last year.
That's good from Rozier.
Well, ball handlers like Rozier lift the whole team. I mean, his personality and attitude keep morale high through the entire game.
Now here's Edwards. Pass to Okogie. Zeller grabs the board. Looking at the last game for Charlotte, it was a loss to the Grizzlies.
Painful to watch, guys. You could see their frustrations mounting, unable to get into any kind of a rhythm whatsoever.
And sometimes you have games like that, but you just got to shrug it off and move on to the next one.
Looking to end the run. Oh, that was an impressive throwdown.
Yes. Woo. And Kevin, even though they're down, he's still looking to do the spectacular, and he did.
Well, maybe this is the best time to do it. Edwards passes to Russell. To the middle. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Here's Ball. Got it. Good job in the low post. Ball's got 11 points.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
Timberwolves trail by 12. Poked loose. Beasley outside. Back to Russell. Shoots the 3. Here's Towns, and he drops in the layup off the glass. He has 7.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
Here's Ball. Count that one.
They couldn't have asked for much more from him today. He's been a key force in their offense.
And so it's Russell with it. He'll bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Pass to Towns. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. Russell's got 4 assists in the game.
How about he has yet to miss 4-4 to start?
And it's Rozier missing.
Oh, he did everything right there except hit the shot.
Edwards with it, and Zeller picks him up defensively.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
It's his first trip to the line. Free throw good, Edwards. So he gets them both. Charlotte leading by 8. Here's Rozier, and there's another one for the Hornets.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Yeah, they've been very aggressive, and they've taken early control of this game.
The Timberwolves again can't hit.
The defense has done a good job of forcing him in tough shots this quarter.
He gets it in there.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
And a fast break now for the Hornets. The finish. And the dunk by Zeller.
Oh, that's because the big fella Zeller sprinted down the floor with his incredible speed. He's smart at knowing what routes to run in the open floor.
Timberwolves trail by 14. And there's the pass to Towns. Here's Okogie. It's blocked. They retain possession. And he's able to get it back. Russell with a wide open look. Good, and the assist goes to Towns. Russell's got his second basket of the night.
Oh, look at the accuracy on Russell's shot. Even from deeper range, he's right on the money.
And the basket by Rozier.
He's putting the hammer down. Dominant quarter for him, trying to push out that lead.
Now here's Beasley. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against the Clippers. Towns with it, now guarded by Ball. Oh, and here comes Rozier all alone.
And once Rozier gets on a roll, watch out. He stays after it and looks to keep scoring.
Here's Russell. He has 5. Pass to Towns. Ball against Russell. And it's Beasley in the corner. Lets it go with the 3. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
He's so aggressive at that end of the floor, and that's a quality all great scorers have.
So Charlotte calls timeout. They're first. This their first chance to take a look at the Timberwolves this season.
And just couldn't make the most of their meetings last year. Ended up splitting the season series.
So an almost entirely new group in now for Charlotte. Biyombo is checked in for Zeller. Bridges comes in for Washington. Martin's checked in for Gordon Hayward. And it's Malik Monk in for Ball. Biyombo trying to break free, and that one drops. Rozier's got 16 points.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Pass to Reed. Rubio with a wide open look. Misses the 3. Charlotte leading by 14. And the basket is good.
Okay, nice read right there from Rozier. I mean, the more he looks to pass, the better his team becomes.
Minnesota's gone 3 of 6, 50% from deep so far tonight. Outside Russell from downtown. And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
And that's a huge play. I mean, they need more like it because second chance points are going to be key in this game.
Probably so. That's usually a crucial element to any comeback. Greg, you and I talk about the big man, his role in the current NBA, and how they can possibly carry the standard for the great centers before them. And you played with the great one in Patrick Ewing, so you have a great appreciation, I would think, for it.
Oh, no doubt about it. And I think two guys kind of separated themselves a little bit. Nikola Jokic and Joel Embiid, I think, are the two guys that stand out for me because of their ability, in essence, to do everything well. They can shoot it, they pass it, they can shoot it from the free throw line, they give you rim protection. I throw Rudy Gobert up there as an elite center as well. Doesn't have the offensive impact that those guys have, but he does impact the game as well.
3 young, dynamic centers. Those are good names. And he sinks the second. Now, here's Rubio. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. And there's a whistle. That goes on Terry Rozier. That is his first foul of the game. And now another look at that mobile one-block defensive performance.
And they're determined to add to the lead, not with more offense, but with big-time D.
On defense, the Hornets, 15-point game. Rubio dishes to Russell. That's in, coming off an assist from Rubio. Russell's got 7 points in the game.
We talk about the advantage of having size in the backcourt. Russell, they're using his height and length to challenge that interior.
Yeah, they've built up this lead 3 points at a time.
Oh, yeah, they certainly found something along the perimeter. Just an onslaught of three-point bombs.
Minnesota with the ball, following the three-pointer by Malik Monk. And here is Rozier, 17 points in the game. Here's Biyombo. Vanderbilt with the rebound.
Look, they say there are no easy finishes in the NBA, but that should have been easy.
Very pretty alley-oop layup.
And what an alley-oop. Those two read each other so well.
It's a play I'm sure they love to run. Here's Biyombo. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim.
From that in-between range, they've been the much better team.
Passes it to McDaniels. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low. They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Russell passes to Vanderbilt. And stolen by Biyombo. And now here's Rozier, the fast break chance. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
He's got his 4th free throw of the game. Martin's checked in for Charlotte. Minnesota also with the sub. Beasley's checked in.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
And it's Rubio with the ball for the Timberwolves, trailing by 17. The pass to Reed. Knocked loose. Rozier with the steal. The three. And another basket to his impressive total. It's his 9th against 12 attempts.
And off to an incredible start here early from long range.
Now Rubio. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. To the inside. Reed. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Well, come on, guys. Someone has to rotate over. Defensively, that's just poor communication.
Timberwolves trail by 20. Back to Rubio. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Here's Vanderbilt. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Nothing soft about the putback there.
And why chance it, right? Take the dunk if you've got it.
Yeah, guys, but where was the box out? No excuse letting him roam that freely on the glass?
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low numbers.
Zeller, he's checked in for the Hornets. Hornets leading by 17. Here's Monk. Basket counts. Monk's got 5 points so far.
So explosive. Give Monk any room to work with, and you could regret it.
And one of the more explosive dunkers in the league. Monk seems to make a highlight reel play on a nightly basis.
Yeah, a flashy player as an amateur, and now as a pro. Monk has a 40-plus inch vert. That's right. Very few guys his size finishes the alley-oop the way he does.
Up again. Great positioning on the putback. And the Hornets lead by 21.
Bridges is a tough player. He has no fear of going inside to get a rebound. Plus, put it back in.
Guys, some great passing from him.
Yeah, everybody's touching it, and you're starting to see the assists pile up because the rhythm is on display offensively.
And the basket by Rubio.
And look, he's not the best athlete, but he's able to create the space he needs to operate.
2 points. That one goes. Monk's got his third basket of the night.
Oh, great ball movement from Bridges there. I mean, the self-awareness, the selfless attitude leading to the wide open shot.
Pass to Vanderbilt. Dishes it to Beasley. Here's Rubio. No good with the triple. Charlotte leading by 21. And there's Bridges on the assist by Zeller.
The ability to score in close. Bridges showing some nice touch and concentration from this area.
Will not go. This is off the front iron. It's tipped. And it's out of bounds. The Hornets able to retain possession here.
That's a good break. I mean, it's tough to connect on those long-distance passes.
Puts it up off the inbound. And there's another one for the Hornets.
Well, this is Marcus' finest. Receiving the pass where he wants it, elevating, and knocking down the shot.
And so it's Charlotte holding a very comfortable 25-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. Right back after this break. And speaking with Karl Anthony Towns earlier, he was asked about how the team approaches defensive adjustments.
For us defensively, we stay very disciplined to what we say we want to do, don't change, never waver from what our game plan is. We should be fine.
So they want to devise, Greg, a strategy, come in and impose their will.
And that's what they want to do, but the reality is the best teams in the league know how to adapt.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. Looking at what we've seen from the Hornets, pretty much in control here, it would appear.
Well, you can see these guys are unafraid to take chances defensively.
Yeah, it's a gambling style that pays off, keeping things in disarray for that offense.
Inside, Cody Zeller and Bismack Biyombo. Martin is out there with Monk, and it's Bridges in at the 3 spot. So that's who Charlotte starts the second with. So it's the Hornets now, after the basket by Minnesota. Here's McDaniels. Pass to Reed. Down it goes for his third basket in as many tries.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Here's Monk. Goes back up. And Zeller with the lay-in. Zeller's got 6.
Oh, man, solid on the boards. I mean, Zeller using that 7-foot height, getting his club some second chance point.
Rubio, the pass to Reed. Biyombo with the block. But they get it back. Beasley kicks to Rubio. Down low. Vanderbilt. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
That's his first personal foul.
And this is his second trip to the line tonight.
Jared Vanderbilt. 2 shots.
That free throw, no good. Greg, you were a physical, defensive-minded player. What are your thoughts on how closely the game is called now as opposed to when you play?
It is, Kevin, and yeah, some people like the physicality of the era I played in, but I like the beauty of the game with the spacing and the freedom of movement, and I think that's one reason why you see so much switching. It's hard to fight through screens without fouling, and ball handlers have become experts at drawing contact, even if it's, incidental. And I think that's just an area where the game has changed so much that ability to play in space is so vital.
Good on the shot. 8 points for him.
Oh, you have to appreciate the ball moving and the commitment to getting a high percentage look.
Ball no good. And it's Rubio with the ball for Minnesota. When this game is done, they'll be off to take on the Raptors. That'll be the second of this 2-game road trip. And the 3 off target. Charlotte leading by 23. Deep 2 from Ball. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
Oh, that's just a terrific night for him from the floor, making almost everything he looks at.
And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. The Timberwolves shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game.
Josh Okogie taking 2.
That one is off. He hits the second from the line. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Here's Martin. And the dunk by Zeller.
And, it's one thing to get the offensive rebound, but then how about the loud bucket he's able to convert?
He was in perfect position under the hoop, Greg. You're right. Once he gets his hands on the miss. Out of bounds. Charlotte takes possession.
Charlotte ball.
And a quick look at how the Minnesota Timberwolves schedule is shaping up. On Sunday, they'll be matching up against Kyle Lowry and the Toronto Raptors. And then on Tuesday, they'll face off against Anthony Davis and the Los Angeles Lakers.
And for that game against Indiana, it's the second game of a back-to-back, and they're going to be feeling the effects of it. Playing that much basketball in that short amount of time really takes a toll.
Big-time play by Hayward. One of those guys who creates offense in a number of ways.
Passes it to Towns. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It goes on Cody Zeller.
And the Timberwolves have made it clear Karl Anthony Towns is their franchise player. He's the guy they're building around.
And we've heard Towns for years pronouncing his happiness with the Timberwolves. Last season, Greg, as the losses piled up, some rumors that he was getting frustrated.
Well, we've seen this pattern with the Timberwolves before, right? Kevin Garnett, Kevin Love, all-star big men who ended up leaving the Twin Cities to win titles.
The free throw drops for Towns.
It's impressive how far Towns has come. Already a standout back when he was a Rookie of the Year. He's never stopped working on his game.
Russell, he's checked in for Minnesota. And so he hits both. And so it's Charlotte with it. Here's Martin. Makes it off the glass.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Yeah, they're pouring it on right here. Trying to give the opposition no light at the end of the tunnel.
Here is Rubio. Following the bucket by the Hornets. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Edwards. And once again off the mark by Minnesota. Outside Martin. Here's Zeller. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71% 5 for 7. Here's Okogie. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Clippers.
Yeah, and his energy level in that game.
And with that unique combination of size and skill, Towns can sure get himself going offensively.
That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. Martin's got his second basket. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. The three-pointer no good. For Charlotte, they've gone 8 of 15 since we began the second quarter. Excellent shooting. A nice shot by Zeller. Rubio with it. And Ball comes to help. And there's the pass to Towns. Here's Okogie. Good, and the assist goes to Towns. Okogie's got 11 points.
His shooting has been a bright spot for them. Otherwise, they've struggled as a whole.
Martin. And the layup's good off the glass.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Minnesota's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Russell with it. Now defended by Hayward. And Towns gets it to go. He's got 15.
And proving to be a prolific scorer from anywhere on the floor. That's a gimme for Towns.
Ball no good.
The D hanging tough and stopping what would normally have been an easy lay-in.
And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It goes on Cody Zeller. Greg, how special was it for you that you had your number 50 retired at UNLV?
You know, that's something I can honestly say. As a kid, you dream about a lot of things. Winning, you know, playing at the highest levels. That's something I never really fathomed, is to have your jersey hanging up in an arena. That was a surreal moment, a really cool moment, and it was awesome to be able to share it with my family and friends.
And people probably don't know that you grew up in Las Vegas, so it was probably doubly special, wasn't it?
Exactly. Born and raised.
Martin's checked in for Martin. And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
And just a much better job of attacking and getting to the line here in the second quarter. Didn't have a single attempt in the first.
Ball. And Ball slams it in.
Alert play on the part of Washington. He's a much stronger player when he shows the type of awareness and unselfishness.
And so it's Russell with it. He brings it up for Minnesota. To the paint. And it's Rubio, that time on the assist by Russell. Russell's got his 7th assist in the game. Ball against Rubio, and it's blocked. And now the fast break. Edwards with the ball.
Now, I thought maybe the D would figure him out as the game went along. Looks like he's figured them out in this first half.
It's stolen by Edwards. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Edwards leading the charge. Here's Towns. Rubio, good look. And there's the call on Karl Anthony Towns. That'll be his second foul of the game. Terry Rozier's checked in for Zeller.
Substitution for your Hornets, returning Terry Rozier.
Charlotte shooting an unbelievable 70%. You won't see a performance like this too often. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And Minnesota gets called for the foul. The Hornets have shot 75% at the line tonight, going 3 for 4.
And as a team, really just middle of the pack in terms of their percentage from the line at about 76.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
No good on that one. And no good on the second free throw, so he goes 0 for 2 there. The Timberwolves have gone 8 of 14 in the second quarter on field goal attempts. Stolen by Martin. One-on-one fast break. Here's Ball. And Karl Anthony Towns pulls it down. Towns has got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
Well, I mean, I think he better come up with some different ways to get his points tonight because the three, not one of them, ain't working.
The Hornets shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here.
LaMelo Ball, shooting 2.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. And the Timberwolves making a change here. Beasley's checked in. Good on both. Minnesota's got nothing but zeros from long range in the second quarter. 0 of 4. Down low, he kicks to Edwards. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Edwards got 5 points so far.
Oh, they get burned this time. That's a shot they're willing to give up, though.
Ball. He watches it go through the hoop for his 8th make. Now 8 for 14. Minnesota's gotten into trouble with the 3 ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. Pass to Okogie. And Towns gets it to go. He's got 17.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash-mouth physical basketball, guys.
Timberwolves shooting 55% from the floor. They're feeling very confident offensively. And Russell gets it to go.
Oh, they pay the price for giving Russell a mid-range look like that. I mean, that shot is well within his abilities.
And it's Ball penetrating. Count it. Good. Ball's got 23 points.
He's the best when he's assertive like that. I mean, don't take any chances. Take it to the cup.
It would take a major comeback for them to get back into this game.
And the chances of that happening don't look good.
And Ball slams it in.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic dunk.
Oh, yeah, bang, bang. An impressive sequence that has them fired up.
Pass to Towns. Inside, Beasley. Good, and the assist goes to Towns. Towns has got his 3rd assist on the night.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
And it's Martin missing.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
No, you're right. He'd take that 10 out of 10 times. He's not going to miss many of those.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
And the Hornets call time here.
Every time out, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
Now, that's what coaches are paid to do, right? I mean, curious to see what they go with here.
Charlotte making some changes. Biombo, he's checked in for P.J. Washington. Bridges comes in for Gordon Hayward. And it's Malik Monk in for Ball. Timberwolves also changing it up. Reed's checked in, and it's McDaniels in for Edwards. Feeds it to McDaniels. And he makes good on the layup. McDaniels got his second bucket tonight.
Oh, the movement off the ball is good. I mean, and the pass to hit him in stride is even better.
Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question. Now, here is Russell. He's got 9. To the middle, here's Beasley. Good, and the assist goes to Russell. Beasley's got 7 points in the game.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
On its way from Monk for 2. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
That's precision on display. Monk has the athleticism to stop on a dime and rise up in rhythm.
Russell inside, defended by Bridges. Hornets leading by 21. Here's Monk. Again, the Hornets score.
Oh, man, elevating his passing ability. Dimes like this from Rozier help him establish chemistry with his guys.
1:43 left to play in the first half. And Russell gets it to go.
Well, that's almost a sure thing when you leave him that wide open on the perimeter. I mean, that's his sweet spot.
And the basket by Rozier. Rozier's got 4 points now in the quarter.
A clever play. Rozier able to navigate through the contact to a strong finish.
Russell passes to McDaniels. Here's Reed. He's looking for Russell and finds him. Beasley for 3. And the rebound goes to Martin. Charlotte shooting very well, 56% from the floor here in the second quarter. The shot by Monk is no good.
Playing him tough inside and preventing the layup. That'll get the whole team pumped up.
To the left wing. Russell, the open look. They get it back. Reed gets the bucket. He's got 8.
And really, I'd like to see them get after it on the offensive boards a little bit more here. They did a good job of that in the first.
Monk's shot's good.
Once Monk starts heating up, he's dangerous. I mean, he's sometimes able to flat out take over games with his scoring ability.
Beasley outside. There's Russell with the 3. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Russell's got a couple of three-pointers in the second for Minnesota.
And he's on a good pace here from three-point range. Made 1 in the first, 2 more here in the second. It seems like with more to come.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Again, Russell missing. Hornets leading by 19 points. Here's Bridges. Reed with the rebound. Beasley left side. 4 seconds left. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. Beasley's got 9.
That's just the product of good pass work. I mean, nice team basketball right there.
Monk, and no good on the last second attempt this time. A dominating first half of basketball, and so far hasn't been close. Hornets lead by 17. We'll be back shortly live from Spectrum Center.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each and every one of you watching at this very moment. I'm Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is here. Shaq is here. One half is behind us. Welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. After the first 2 quarters of play, it's Charlotte in control. They are way out in front, leading by 17. Kenny, how'd you see it?
Well, we can't look past the huge contribution their benches provide. They've got this lead mainly because of the injection of energy and offense that they got from their reserves. That's what a coach wants to see. I'm guessing the minutes will be spread out a little bit in the second half.
And Shaq, what'd you think about Minnesota?
They didn't show enough toughness in the paint on D. When you get dominated in the post, it sets a bad tone. You always want to win that physical battle in the area. Otherwise, you wind up with a score like this. I don't believe I'm watching this.
And that's a wrap for our halftime show. The third quarter just about to get started.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Nice game. Great performance by Terry Rozier.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And as they can't slow him down, you know what you do? You keep feeding them and feeding them and feeding them. This is the right game plan.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. On the court for Minnesota, they've got Edwards, D'Angelo Russell out there with Beasley. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns, and it's Okogie in at the 4 spot. A second chance effort, and Russell with the lay-in. Russell's got 19 points.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
The shot's good, and the Hornets lead by 17.
A one-man show offensively, and that's almost always good news for his team. And one of the things that stands out when you see Bridges, that explosive leaping ability.
But yeah, he gets off the ground quickly and makes adjustments in midair. There's a smoothness to his athleticism. He's still putting it all together, but there's a lot to work with.
Here's Rozier. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Ball's got 4 assists in the game. Passes to Beasley. Fires the 3. Hornets with the rebound.
Might take them a little while to find their stride here in the second half. Only 1 for 4 so far. They just need to calm down, play their game.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
No, but his teammates love that kind of energy, fellas. I mean, dunks like this demonstrate leadership.
Yeah, but they're 3 of 4 to start the second half.
Here's Edwards, and he makes that one. Edwards got 9. Hornets leading by 19. Here's Ball, and the rejection by Towns.
And his foot movement is what makes Towns such a terrific shot blocker. He moves so well and can defend just about any position on the floor.
How about that mobile 1 block we just saw? Amazing defensive work.
And that'll give him a jolt. Nothing like a rejection to light a fire under you.
And the Hornets making a change here. Zeller's checked in. Here's Hayward. He doesn't hit that one. So Minnesota will take it the other way. That's tipped. And a fast break now for the Hornets. Here's Washington. Tries again. Here's Zeller. And the rejection by Towns. It's Beasley on the wing. Rozier defending. Russell passes to Towns. And the dunk by Towns.
The long arms, the positioning. Towns is excellent at knowing how to gobble up those second chance opportunities. Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on you.
And guys, it's clear, though, he enjoys showing off his athleticism. The D can't give him these opportunities. Oh, he's been as dependable as he always is. He can't do it all by himself, though.
And it's Washington missing. Timberwolves trail by 17. Floats one. Russell, no luck. Here's Hayward. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Ball's got 5 assists tonight.
Look, with good size and underrated athleticism, Hayward's able to muscle through the contact.
Over in the corner, Edwards. Nailed from three-point land. Edwards got 12 in the game.
Maybe he's not a priority for the D, but come on, man. You gotta have somebody keeping track of him.
And I wouldn't put it past him, guys, to eventually start hitting those, given what he did in the first half.
And the shot goes in. He's got 11.
And we think of Russell first as a scorer, but there, reminding everyone of his passing ability, too.
Ball with the bucket.
It's been a clinical performance. He's played a huge role and has them in position to grab the W.
Miles slams it in.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
Yeah, going defense to offense in an instant. Every team now calibrated to do that.
The pass to Towns from outside the arc. He can't get that one to fall. Now Charlotte takes it the other way.
And not his best day from three-point range. I mean, just one in the first half and still looking for his first here in half number 2. The assist is the key to that sequence. I mean, a great look to set him up.
So the Timberwolves called their first timeout.
Yeah, things not going their way, and he wants to just try to talk this one over.
Well, the defensive intensity has to pick up, and I'm sure coach is going to let them know that.
Martin's checked in for Charlotte. Timberwolves also changing it up. Vanderbilt's checked in, and Ricky Rubio's subbed in for Russell. Hayward against Edwards.
And he's been a force on the glass all game long.
He's played with a doggedness and determination. That's how you end up with double-digit boards.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
Oh, and they're showing no signs of letting up. I love this approach right now. They value each possession.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
So far in the game, he's gone 2 for 4 from the free throw line. And last season, we saw the NBA All-Star Game introduce a target scorer, Greg, to end the game, and instead of running out the clock. Did you like that, and would you widen its use?
No question it's being looked at maybe for overtimes or tournament games. You know, Adam not shy about exploring new ideas. And I got to be honest, going into the All-Star game, I wasn't a fan of the proposed changes.
Me too.
But once you saw it all play out, I have to say I was entertained. And I applaud the commissioner and the players in the league for buying in. And I think the fan experience was made all the more better.
Good point. Here's Zeller. Hornets keep it alive. And the rejection by Towns. And now the fast break. Edwards with the ball. Trying his luck from deep. Minnesota gets it back. And a new shot clock of 14 seconds. And that one hits back iron. Charlotte has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. The 17-footer. Washington, that's good. Washington's got 4 points in the quarter.
Now, versatility is Washington's game. The mid-range jumper is one of his best weapons.
And Towns, the bucket on the assist by Rubio. And here's Charlotte. They're on a 16-6 run. And it's Martin penetrating, and he uses the glass on the layup. Martin's got 8 points.
Okay, listen, you got to body him up when he's in the paint. If you play off of him, then that's just 2 easy points.
And the dunk by Towns.
And in terms of size, not your typical center, but man, he plays as big as any of them thanks to that terrific leaping ability.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
You know, I love how he absorbs the foul and still had a chance to knock that one down.
And this is his 4th trip to the free throw line tonight.
Shooting 2, LaMelo Ball.
That's good from Ball. Minnesota making a switch here. Reed's checked in. Ball hits them both. The Timberwolves shooting it well here in the third, about 50%. Rubio in the corner. Launches a 3, and he's good on the 3 ball. He has 7. Hornets leading by 23. Here's Martin.
And a chance to check out the numbers for Ricky Rubio. How's the last month of basketball been for him? 14th in assists. And he's in the top 20 in steals, bringing that focus and intensity at both ends.
And he really is the consummate playmaker, always keeping his head on a swivel, searching for the open man, completely unselfish basketball player. And that one falls for Martin.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. And both free throws good for Martin. And it's Rubio with the ball for the Minnesota Timberwolves. To the inside, to the wing on the left, McDaniels. Good, and the assist goes to Towns. Towns has got 4 assists in the game.
And how about the quick eyes there from Towns? Finds a hole in the defense and exploits it there with a nice find.
For Charlotte, they have shot 10 of 13 from the free throw line. No good on the free throw.
There's no question. Monk's ceiling is high. He needs to keep working on becoming a more efficient scorer and a well-rounded player.
Russell, he's checked in for Karl Anthony Towns. And the second free throw, good.
And one difference this have is that when they get to the line, they're converting.
Rubio looking it over.
And the definition of teamwork right there on that alley-oop.
And Greg, what about the finish? Bringing it down with some thunder. Yeah. Monk for 3. He watches it go through the hoop for his 8th make. Now 8 for 14.
And you can't give Monk any space. More than capable of hurting you from this area.
Unloads from 9, and it was still over the rim. Offensive basket interference. And the Hornets call time here.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Hornets dance team.
a perfect time here to look at all the teams that score the most points off turnovers. Here are the real stats, real scores from the real NBA. In third, the Hornets.
They're so aware defensively. I mean, an opportunistic group in terms of forcing miscues and getting out in transition. And boy, do they do a great job of taking advantage.
And the basket by Rubio.
Excellent work offensively to get that shot attempt into a can't-miss area.
Got that bucket in no time at all. Martin's got 12.
And we all know Monk likes to shoot, but their great decision, getting it to the open teammate.
And the basket by Rubio.
He's really turned it around here in the second half. I mean, his offense has returned.
Here's Martin. Good for another bucket. He's made half a dozen now, 6 for 8 on the night. Minnesota shooting a stellar 60% since the halftime break. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back.
And just a little too lax with that possession, and it cost him.
Yeah, you got to be locked in at all times. Their inconsistent play is a big reason why they're losing.
And so it's Charlotte with it. 17-foot shot on the way. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot.
And hey, Monk can sink this shot. The defense has to adjust and respect his mid-range jumper accordingly.
And Malik Monk is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. Biombo is checked in for Cody Zeller.
Substitution for your Hornets returning this month.
Charlotte on D, and the official signaled the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Gordon Hayward.
And one thing that has been very consistent for him the last few years, his ability to continue to deliver more and more offense. He's been doing everything that's been asked of him.
Monk's shot's good.
You can see the mechanics Monk has. I mean, he's a good shooter, just needs to be more consistent.
Timberwolves shooting around 60% on the night. Amazing work offensively so far. Pass to McDaniels. No good on the triple. Charlotte has gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. Bridges inside the three-point line. The wing jumper off target. And it's Rubio with the ball for the Timberwolves. Here's McDaniels. Pass to Vanderbilt. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. He's shooting free throws, number 4 in 5 here.
Taking 2
Shooting 2.
The first one falls. And he makes both free throws. They're making this a runaway.
And the only question for me right now is just how big the lead will eventually become.
Oh, getting off the ground with ease. When Monk gets an opportunity to touch the clouds, he doesn't pass it up.
Here is Russell. 19 points in the game. Knocked away. Stolen by Martin. Here's Monk. And the layup is good. Monk's got 12 points in just the second half.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
You have to go to your best scorers. I mean, it's a smart strategy, and so far, it's paying off in this game.
Here's Rubio. Misses off the left iron. And for the Hornets, they're shooting an impressive 61% from the field in this third quarter. And it's Martin missing. Minnesota shooting it beautifully here in the third, 56% from the field. Rubio outside. Pass to Vanderbilt. Good, nice job down low. Vanderbilt's got 15.
Oh, the timing couldn't have been better on that assist.
Here's Monk. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Becoming a more aggressive scorer. Monk fighting through contact like a vet.
1:02 left to play here in the third. And the pass to Reed. Back to Rubio. Bridges with the board. Bridges has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Martin attacking. No good that time. Nice D from Russell. And for the Timberwolves, they're shooting a smooth 58% from the field. Everything going according to plan for them on that end. Good work there as it goes. He's got 12.
Yeah, a coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
Oh, it's simple. When you fail to put a body on someone, you're inviting a breakdown on the defensive glass.
So it's Minnesota now. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Rubio, the pass to Reed. Russell from long range. And the 3 ball is good. Russell's got 5 points in the quarter.
Adding to his 3-point total on the night. He had 3 in the first half. Now he's got his first one here in the second. Oh, that's a well-deserved assist. Not every player has the vision to make that feed.
Here's McDaniels. Offline with his 3. And so it's Charlotte having no problems at all. Up 29 points heading into the next quarter. And they're winning the turnover battle very easily in this one. We come back right after this. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the 2-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or 2 when he needs to.
Yeah, no need for hero ball there. I mean, you just need to make the right basketball play. Outstanding dish that time.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. All right, now a chance to set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. Fourth quarter action, all fueled up and ready to go. On the court for the Hornets, we've got Bismack Biyombo. Martin is out there with Monk. Then there's McDaniels. Stolen by McDaniels. Now here is Martin. D right on him. Here's Biyombo.
And just scrapes and claws for that offensive rebound and doesn't take any chances there with the putback.
And GA, strong work all around. And the rebound and the stuff both. Wow. It's stolen by Martin. Now, here's Monk. He's guarded closely. And he gets the bucket.
And nice job taking what the defenders gave him. These guys need a gut check right now.
I mean, I don't know what they were thinking. You have to know the scouting report. He's a threat from out there.
Rebound, Minnesota. Reeves got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Noel. Takes the 3. And the rebound goes to Martin. Hornets have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Shot from 16, and he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops.
Well, I think he's looking around wondering where the D is. I mean, nowhere near him, that's for sure.
The Timberwolves shooting has been fun to watch in this game. They're at 57%. Here's Noel. To stop the run, Crane for 2 points. The Hornets have gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the fourth. A pretty nice efficiency there. Wasted no time on that one. Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Biyombo with the block. And now Martin pushing it up. No one back to stop him. And finished off by Martin.
Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
Perfect example of how to run the break the right way and get a great look.
For Minnesota, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Ball's knocked loose, stolen by McDaniels. He can't get it to go. And it's the Timberwolves taking it the other way. Game continues to evolve, Greg. Any changes in particular that you do not like?
That's a great question. You know, I'd like to see the replay review streamlined a little bit better. I wouldn't mind a touch more physicality being allowed in the game, but as much as we tend to complain, the one thing I have learned is if you're honest, you go back, we always complain. I don't care what the era is. Nobody's ever truly happy, and I'm not going to spend all my time worrying about that stuff, partner. I'm just going to enjoy the game that we are all so fortunate enough to be able to watch.
Totally agree.
He'll do some damage if they give him that shot. Don't give him a clean look. Get out there on him.
It's deflected. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. A nice shot by McDaniels.
He's getting hotter the deeper we get into this game. I mean, he didn't give him much of anything in the first half.
Here's Biyombo. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Reeves got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Here's Noel. The 3. And another 3 for Minnesota.
Well, that's almost a sure thing when you leave him that wide open on the perimeter. I mean, that's his sweet spot.
Here's Martin. From out on the wing, he knocks it down. Martin's got 8 points in the quarter.
How about this turnaround? He played a fringe role in the first half, and now he's the man for them.
McDaniels. His three-pointers off the mark. Hornets have gone 8 of 14 from the floor here in the fourth quarter. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. For Minnesota, they've gone 5 of 8 shooting as we've come down the home stretch in this final quarter. Here's Reed, covered by Biyombo, McDaniels, and the Timberwolves tack on 2 more.
Facilitating from the inside. I mean, that can be a valuable asset from any offense.
Here's Martin. Rebound, Minnesota. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Here's Reed. Martin with the block. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. And so here's Charlotte. The Hornets shooting in the fourth quarter has been efficient at 56%. Shoots it up. And there's another one for the Hornets. For Minnesota, they've gotten into a pretty good groove, going 6 of 10 here in the final quarter. Here's Noel, and it's Layman in the corner. From the arc, and it's Biyombo with the rebound. Biyombo's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Charlotte calls timeout.
And thinking back, Biyombo selected 7th overall because of the pre-draft measurements and workouts, which were unreal.
He has a 7'6" wingspan, has tremendous speed for his size. He also has showed a mature, positive attitude. He can speak 5 languages. Scouts came away impressed with his total package.
Both teams deciding to change it up. This could get even more out of hand if they continue to put up points.
Wow, Kevin, what a performance we are seeing.
Charlotte calls timeout. That's a 2 from Rozier. And he overshot that one, missing. Minnesota's gone 2 of 5 on three-point shots since the end of the third quarter. Here's Noel, covered by Martin. Here's Davis. And it's blocked.
I love Rozier putting that much effort into his D. Let's see more of the same every possession.
Here's Richards. The top of the key jumper is on the mark.
And this is why coaches talk about playing with pace. The scoreboard tells it all.
Yeah, because it's so hard to prevent transition scores. Whenever you get an opportunity to get out and run, you take it.
That one goes in.
Oh, it's all about the assist on that play. He puts it in the perfect spot.
Charlotte shooting impressively throughout at 62%. Here's Rozier. No good. The Timberwolves go the other way with it. And it's Layman in the corner. Pass to Noel. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Hernangomez in the corner. Hits it from three-point range. Hernangomez has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Here's Rozier. And off the front iron, and in it goes.
The shot comes out of nowhere. Rozier using his quickness to catch the defense off guard.
Here's Noel. Tips it up, controls the rebound, and puts it back up and in. Hernangomez has got 5 points now in the quarter.
He makes so many hustle plays, and here he's working the offensive glass for the tip-in.
Baseline J on the way. Nice work on the boards, paying off with the basket.
How frustrating for the defense. You get the stop, but then fail to block out.
Yeah, and it's inexcusable. But all too common. Basketball one-on-one. When the shot goes up, put a body on someone.
Minnesota's gotten 3 of their 6 three-pointers to fall here in the fourth. Beasley outside. Pass to Hernangomez. Here's Noel. And a miss there on the triple.
Well, he has to work harder to get a good high percentage look. I mean, he's been taking some bad shots out there.
Count the basket.
Well, and in terms of size, that's a mismatch he'll exploit every time, especially inside.
Noel passes to Layman. Passes it to Beasley. Over Martin. And that one is good by Beasley.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Well, and that's why they're running plays for him. They're getting him the ball and letting him go to work.
Shot number 12 goes in. He's made 7 of 12 now.
Pressuring the ball and making a play that created the opportunity.
I mean, it all starts on the defensive end. When you're active and willing to gamble a little bit, the payoff can be big.
Yep, that one goes.
Well, he's perfect from the field this quarter. He's giving them the fits out there.
Minnesota shooting 55% in the fourth. They are executing late. Chris, you played for 5 different teams in your career and a number of different coaches. As you look back, what percentage of great coaching is X's and O's? And what percentage is just inspiring your players and getting them motivated?
X's and O's are probably the most important. You need a coach that can adapt his system to the players on his team, to the teams that are coming up, that can adjust in coaching style. And so I definitely think as far as that, the coaching, the skill set, and the play calling is definitely important. And I think motivation has a part to play as well. Well, nothing that D can do. Rozier is sometimes capable of making contested shots due to his level of focus.
Here's Noel. Rozier defending.
Nick Richards. That's his first personal foul. At the line, Jalen Noel. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. And good on the second, so he makes them both. And so it's Charlotte with it. Ball with it. Beasley covering. Ball with the bucket. Ball's got 45 points. Here's Noel. Now we know the TV networks have brought more revenue, Greg, to the NBA. The expectation is for another bump when they renegotiate in 2023.
You know, at the same time, though, Kevin, with all the cord cutters out there, the league looking to make the game more accessible to those fans. I expect that to be a big part of this next deal.
Right, on your tablet, your smartphone, or your computer. There's the pass to Hernan Gomez. To the wing right side. Whistle blows, basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for Charlotte.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And this will be a big win for them. Lucky win number 13 now in the bag.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for LaMelo Ball.
He hung a big number on the scoreboard, and it wasn't just because he was hot. He did it with movement and tenacity.
Minnesota shooting has been beyond great up until now. How about 57% from the field overall?
This guy is a high flyer, I mean, especially for a power forward, and he needs to be as an undersized player.
Here's Ball. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Ball's got 47 points. Rubio, the pass to Hernan Gomez. Here's Layman. Pass to Noel. No good from outside. The Hornets on offense.
Timeout.
And the Hornets call time here. They lead by 33. There's 39 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one.
Ladies and gentlemen, dance team.
now, we present our New Balance Player of the Game, LaMelo Ball.
And guys, no doubt who our pick was going to be. He's made everyone else on the court look like they're playing at half speed. It's been total domination, and you can't help but just sit back and admire that performance.
He's been their pulse tonight, the player who's guided them to the win, and it's a win they needed coming off a loss in their last one. There's 39 seconds left in the fourth quarter, and Layman pulls it down.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Rubio dishes to Davis. Layman, and that one falls coming off of Davis's feed.
Oh, good interior offense. Those passes have to be right on target.
That's a 2 from Rozier. And a little luck that time, but it drops. Rozier's got 37.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
You know they are, sure. I mean, come on, the finish line is in sight. All they have to do is play it smart.
Shoots a 3. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Rubio.
Hornets ball.
Knocked loose off the inbound pass. It falls.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
That's the dagger. You could tell they wanted that one. I know that seals the deal.
And so it's the Hornets taking care of business in this one. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense, potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Chris Webber, and David Aldridge,